World Trigger. This is World Trigger, Chapter 202, Gallipola, Part 14. Last we left off, we found out that that Yotaro is a prince of a neighbor nation, and his sister is a princess, and we get some more details about that going forward. So Yotaro is the prince, she's the princess, and apparently Yotaro's sister is the one operating the mother trigger of Miden, which is holy shit. And apparently a mother trigger doesn't have to be a person. A mother trigger can be operated via machinery. There are different forms it can take. Some people use a whole person. Some people are channel the energy through a machine of some sort. And she's not their god in the same way that she would be a god in other neighbor nations. She's operating the trigger, but her output is not the same as say Eftercator, who are able to create an entire planet out of Trion. And apparently it explains that their world is basically our world. We don't need Trion to survive in this world. They use Trion to, fortify their base, and that's about it, and use it for weapons and whatnot, for the military use, and pretty much exclusively. They have other energy sources. They don't need to be involved in this war. They're just kind of they just have powerful people who are able to do so. And people are attacking them, so, it's kind of crazy. So, because they have no god, Rata assumes that they possess a crown trigger, which is a little higher up. A crown trigger is a trigger that serves the mother trigger. It's the most powerful trigger there can be in a planet, apparently. And there are two uses for them. Essentially, crown triggers can be used to protect the mother trigger, or others can be used to wield to help the planet thrive. So I guess crown triggers can be used to create planets out of the Trion energy. That's what really comes from it, and I guess the mother trigger takes that energy and regulates it in some way. It's kind of like in Yuma's world, the Tsuchigami were essentially the crown triggers, where there were these little things that would recycle Trion around the world and reuse it and fix it and stuff like that. Little Wallies, essentially. So Osamu asks, so what does Border's crown trigger do? And apparently, Border's crown trigger is Raijin Maru, the fucking capybara that Yotaro's always riding around.
Yeah, not just filler, silly characters there. These guys are all important, and I'm just all right.
I gotta say,
sure, the fucking, what do you call that animal again?
It's a capybara. Yeah. I was kind of taken aback, and they're just
Raijin Maru.
They're just revealing this information, it was Raijin Maru. I'm I love how non-dramatic they're doing it. It's so fun. So basically, they're he's the type, she's the type, Raijin Maru, to the crown trigger type that protects the mother trigger. So that's why they were worried that they were fucking with Yotaro, because if Raijin Maru saw that, she would just transform into a giant fucking capybara and destroy everything to protect
giant capybara.
I mean, come on, man. I really am enjoying this a lot. I love how regular it is. So basically, they're basically saying hey, okay, so I think we have more to gain by joining forces than fighting each other. And honestly, Jin's side effect says that it'd be better if you guys joined us, because he can see the future. So join forces and you won't regret it. So he takes this information back to his team. His team is I don't know. We gotta verify whether he can actually read the future or not. They're not fucking with us. And he's yeah, I agree with them. And then he asks, the captain of their squad asks, well, what would you do, Rata? And Rata says, well, and we cut to the present where Jin, Osamu, and Yuma meet up with Rega and Rata again. And they meet the Tamakoma 2 guys, and they said, "Yeah, we'll take on your deal. We'll team up with you guys. Here's all the information on the other After Couture vassal states." So that'd be cool. And
Nice.
to verify,
They betrayed their own people to someone they met real soon, but it made sense to deal. And they was like, I mean, we could just smoke y'all niggas right now.
well, they also revealed that apparently, like, After Couture conquered Gallipola. It's not a friendly relationship.
Yeah.
So it's
No, they have incentive to. It's just kind of, realistically. Well, all right. To put it simply, things worked out very, very well. Which means that, I think there's going to be a whole lot of conflict coming pretty soon. I think this is one of those chapters and one of these plot points that's not really going to see a lot of fruition until much later.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I'll be honest, I can see this being a situation where they come in to assist, like, characters in a fighting situation. There's something going on and, kind of Naruto-esque.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was like, this is their village hidden in the sand, where they come in to assist.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Sand. Yeah, they hidden in a different neighborhood, though.
Yeah, so
that's my niggas from the other side, yo.
So
they put in mad work. Watch them pull up. You can't jump us. Let me stop.
The terms for their agreement are, like, he basically confirms that Jin can see the future. He gives them this communication device that they can communicate with each other without being spied on by After Couture or anything. And they basically rely on each other. If you need help, we'll come help you. If you need help, if we need help, you'll come help us. And so Jin gives the communication device over to Osamu. And he's like, well, I can't go on the away mission because now that we have information on the other vassal states, it's better for me to hang back and protect Meiden in case anybody just comes by and tries to fuck shit up. So
yeah,
I'm better served here. And Osamu's like, okay. And they're basically the representatives for to Gallipola. So he turns over and they just separate, and he turns over to this guy and be like to Jin and is like, why am I representing it? Why am I representing you guys? Why me? And Jin and Yuma's like, maybe he thinks it will win. Maybe he thinks we'll pass the fucking away exam. And Jin's like, I actually don't know if you guys are gonna pass or not. It could go either way.
So listen, man. Whether y'all going to away mission or not, but now you have a reason to really try, huh?
Yeah, and
that's not reassuring, but okay.
Well, thank
God.
How
does Jin not know though?
Jin can't see a for sure future.
Well, it's not. Yeah, he sees possible situations that could lead down the road to other things.
Yeah, Jin sees a lot of alternate futures that he has to. Part of what keeps his power from being broken is that he has to make the future he wants happen. So he has to take the necessary steps possible in order to reach the most equitable future for him.
Yeah, out of the ones available, or that are possible.
Yeah, it's really a cool mechanic. It's very mysterious.
Yeah, it's balanced clairvoyance. That's cool. It's refreshing to see something like that.
So
unlike with Marvel or DC, where they make up their own rules with the same character for each story to make it seem fit,
Pretty much. So apparently Yuma reveals that he wasn't lying about much, but he did lie about one thing. The very first
his name.
Yeah. And we cut back to the Gallipola ship where they're basically like, yeah, we formed an alliance. We're with the Tamakoma kids now. And it's revealed that although Gatlin is the captain of the squad, at the end of the day, the final word is Rata's, because apparently he is secretly Orkan Marduk.
Marduk?
Yeah, Gallipola's fourth prince and a fugitive. So
interesting.
So very next chapter, I guess we're going to get into the final away mission test. So
for the away mission test, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm so excited. This was my certified really good chapter.
Certified RGC. Certified RGC. Certified RGC.
Honestly, I'm not going to say World Trigger's been lackluster. It just hasn't been that hype since the fight settled down. This is more just kind of world building and story building.
Mm-hmm.
But, it just hasn't been as interesting as the other things going on. I mean, One Piece is in the middle of a crazy arc.
Yeah.
And honestly, so is My Hero Academia. World Trigger, when it gets into, when it builds a rhythm and momentum, it'll be right back on top for me.
Yeah. I mean, I just love the magnitude of the things that were revealed and how they were revealed. It was just like, oh yeah, Raijumaru is like the strongest thing on our planet, and Yotaro is a secret prince. I did like it. I like that. I'm a fan of how they world build here. It's like a little piece by piece. It's very interesting. I'm very intrigued by World Trigger's world in general. So it's always fun to really learn a lot about it. My name is Christian Espinol, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching New Jump City. If you enjoyed this podcast and you want to keep up with it, then please hit that subscribe button. If you have any general feedback for the show or just want to share your thoughts on the comics we just talked about, then drop them in the comments section below. We'd love to hear from you guys and start a dialogue. You should also know that we have a 49-episode backlog on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Just follow the links in the description below. And FYI, the audio version of the podcast usually comes out first. Thank you again for your support, and stay safe, New Jump citizens.